Looking for an insane league starter for Path of Exile 2, Return of the Ancients? Well, today we're going to be diving into the Disciple of Varashta Sorceress, utilizing Kelari's Tainted Sands and Navira's Fracturing to create a build that's fast, powerful, and capable of handling any endgame content, softcore, SSF, hardcore, or hardcore SSF. This is a more in-depth guide, and I gibber a lot about the different supports and everything that I've tried, so I've added chapters for those who want to skip around to a specific section. And if you'd rather just jump straight into the build setup, well, there's a MOBALYTICS guide down in the description below that is updated to 0.5 that you can go click right now. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so in this section we're going to be quickly going over my gear setup as well as the support gems and the skills that I'm using, and then we will basically briefly go over the combo that I'm doing within the game, and I'll kind of show a little bit of gameplay on the screen when we do so. So, for our gear, we have Scepter. You want basically +4 to minions. I crafted this the other night. It's actually absolutely insane. I was able to fracture the +4 minions, and then we got double spirit. Yeah, it's insane. Anyways, but whatever your best plus to minions, get damage on it, get spirit on it, whatever you can. We have it socketed with Kato's Soul Core of the minion. It can give command skills 40% increased damage, +2 helmet with +2 minions helmet with, you know, whatever you need on it. Max, you know, try and get as much energy shield as possible. Amulet, I also crafted this. Bought a +3 minion base, and well, the fracture didn't go as well, as you can see. But anyways, so I got a +3 minions, so also good. You can run a focus instead of this. A high-end endgame would be a focus. You can actually get +2 minions on a focus through an Abyss craft. So just a heads up, you can swap to that. I think it will be pretty insane. I'll probably be doing that at some point if I survive. I am on hardcore, so we'll see. Venator's Gamble, very, very good if you can get a good one. As you can see, I got 7 spirit on this one, and then triple res. I need the res, so we have that. Body armor, just as much energy shield as you can get. Our ring, this ring is insane. Once you get CI, basically just gives you free damage. It's an insane amount of damage. Gloves, just reses and energy shield. Belt, you can now get minion damage on belt. So I have 41% increase with command skills, as well as increased life on the belt. That's a big one. That's in the guide. If you're not following along with MOBALYTICS and you have a lot of questions, check out that. Otherwise, leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to everyone's comments. You know, pretty small still, so I can answer a lot of questions on this. Boots, you just want basically movement speed, and then whatever else you can get on them. You can also get minion damage on rings, so if you don't have a Venator's Gamble or the Ever-Grasping Ring, you can also get minion damage on rings through the Breach crafting. So just a fun fact there. Alright, passive tree, I want to keep it really short. There's a lot of different things you can do and a lot of different things that I've tried. I'm going to be relying on the Archon buff, the new stuff, and I just want to do the new stuff because it's fun. But I'm using the Puppet Master and the new Archon buffs. Basically, I'm in all of the Archon things. This is Archon of Undeath. This is basically the go Archon or whatever. It just gives you a ton of damage and a ton of cooldown recovery. So really, really awesome. Again, you can go all the way over. Like my last build, you can check out that MOBALYTICS as well. But my last build, when I went into the Bringer of Order, more minion damage over here. You can grab a gem that allows you to allocate Pain Attunement, and then you can just grab these nodes as well. I did that for a little bit on this build. I just recently spec'd out of that and sold that item. But yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. Check out the MOBALYTICS guide. I don't want to make this too much longer than it needs to be, so here's the passive tree. This is what I'm using currently. Again, I don't think there's any right or wrong answer here. The Archon stuff is really cool. Gives you a shit ton of damage. Really awesome cooldowns. Puppet Master's awesome. So, yeah. Alright, now we're going to be getting into the skills here. And guys, I am clearing tier 15 maps with irradiated with plus to area. So you can do T16, T17 maps. I haven't done all the pinnacles yet. Like I said, I'm on hardcore, so I'm kind of playing a little bit slower. We'll probably be getting those very soon. But let's get into the skills, and then we'll go from there. So we are using Kelari Tainted Sands and Navira's Last Mirage. That is basically our combos. Our Tainted Sands is going to be helps with clear, but also makes our main single target damage. For that, we have Muster, Bidding 2, Hulking Minions, Heft, and Kurgel's Leash. You don't need the Kurgel's Leash. It adds the chaos damage. It goes really well with the Ever Grasping Ring. Just kind of adds more chaos damage. Unholy Might is going to give minions basically 30% extra chaos damage. So very, very good. But again, you can run anything you want in there. For Navira's Fracturing, I have changed this so much, and I'm still trying a bunch of things, but I think this feels the best. It's a lot less damage than I was doing prior, but the clear feels really smooth. So we're going to be going with Muster, Bidding 2, Magnified Area, Minion Mastery, and then Frost Nexus. And this is the big one that helps with clear speed, as whenever you freeze somebody, so we're going to use my Q, which is going to give us some infusions. Then we're going to throw down the Chilled Ground with Ice Nova, and that's when we use Navira's Fracturing. And if there's enemies there, it's going to freeze them, generally kills them, but it's going to freeze them, and it's going to leave Chilled Ground every time it freezes somebody. So basically, you only have to press my Q, powered by Verisium, one time, and then all of a sudden, I don't have to use, Ice Nova that often either, because it's basically just going to keep making Chilled Ground, and I can just infinitely basically cast Navira's Fracturing. All right, so going in next, I just have Malice. Again, I think a Rattling Scepter might be better. Malice is super helpful with, but you don't really need that, as Tainted Sands. Kelari's Brutality actually creates the critical weakness, so you don't really need Malice. I don't even know. I don't even know how they interact together. I'm gonna be honest. They might not scale well together, and that might cause some issues. So if you can, grab a Rattling Scepter. But I just found, or got the +4 minions. I found it when I crafted on this, so that's why I have that. Anyways, I have Prolonged Duration, Upwelling. Upwelling is just going to give 50% damage when you're not at full mana, so it's pretty incredible. Highly recommend this. 30 spirit cost, though, so you're going to lose a minion with Muster, but I think it's worth it. For our Spectre, we have Blood Thief Wasp. It's the cheapest, I believe, for any Spectre. It costs like 29 spirit, I think, to reserve it. 26 spirit, sorry. Pretty awesome. I just have a Skeletal Sniper with Muster, Last Grasp, and Heft, basically just giving me the Muster damage for my main skill. Skeletal Storm Mages, they actually do a lot of damage. I have a perfect in these, doing Muster, Shock, Overcharge, Feeding Frenzy, and then Minion Mastery. You can grab Last Grasp on these if you want. I just don't, because I don't care if they die. Skeletal Cleric for reviving my minions, but also for Muster and all that stuff. So I have Last Grasp, Rapid Casting, Meat Shield. Might add more later, we'll see. Wolf Pack, big one here. This is a big one. I love the Wolf Pack a lot. So I have Loyalty. I take 10% less damage, essentially. It's going to go with my companions first. Elemental Army just gives them more beef. Meat Shield gives them more beef. And then this thing, Amanu's Tight. So basically, he's going to act like a Headhunter would, but only for the Abyssal modifiers. So anytime a wolf dies, which I have 7 of them, you're going to get a 50% chance to gain an Abyssal monster modifier for 20 seconds. And there's actually, and you can have a maximum of 3 Abyssal monster modifiers. There's actually like some pretty good ones, like ones that basically make you super tanky, movement speed, all that stuff. So really, really good. I think it's only a couple Divine in the Hardcore Trade League, so pretty good. Ice Nova. We have Encroaching Ground, Expand, Rapid Casting, Mobility, and Slow Potency. Again, you can add whatever you want there. Encroaching Ground, instead of Expand, you can do Magnified Area. Yeah, Mobility is really, really nice on it because you get kind of cucked a lot with when you cast it. And then here's what we're using instead of Frostbomb. We have Powered by Verisium. So we are basically, it costs some Runic Ward, so I just have Runic Ward on my shield. That's why I haven't swapped to a Focus, because I don't want to go back to Frostbomb. But it's only level 9, so it keeps the cost low. You can go up to level 13, and I think you can get 3 Verisium infusions rather than 2 if you go up to 13, but I don't have enough Ward, so I'm basically staying down in the 9 range. It's going to go, we got Efficiency 2, Rapid Casting. Probably should make Rapid Casting 2. I don't know why I have 1. And Cooldown Recovery. Now, A lot of our damage is also coming from Pounce. So Pounce is an awesome skill that we can place a mark when we pounce on somebody. So on a single target, we'll pounce, and then we'll swap back, throw down our Kelari's Brutality, throw down our Deception, and that's basically our combo for a boss. Mark of Death helps break armor so that our Kelari or Tainted Sands does a shit ton more damage. So Pounce is really good, but we have Mark of Death, Magnified Area, again, Magnified Area, should have 2, only have 1. And then Rapid Attacks, 3, makes it fast. I'm running Convalence. You can run another minion, but I'm running Convalence just because, again, I'm on hardcore, and if I get chunked, I want to be able to get my energy shield recharge started like that. Anyways, so those are all the skills that I'm running. DPS is pretty good. It goes up to, like, I don't know, like 310 I can get up when I have Archon buffs and things like that. Alright guys, we're going to be showing you the secret anoint, and also how to anoint in Path of Exile 0.5. So, what we're going to do is, once you're in the end game, you're going to go to the map device. If you haven't yet, you need to path over to the Withered Willow and start that quest line. It's basically Delirium. So you start that quest line and you get through that like a couple of quests, and it basically will unlock the anoint capabilities. And anointing basically gives you a free skill point. Super, super important. And it's right here. Boom. And then basically what you do is you just throw your amulet in. This is the secret anoint that was released Dominion. 50% reduced effective Archon buffs on you, but Archon buff have no recovery period after you lose one. So this is going to basically make my Archon buff 100% up. Pretty freaking awesome. Very expensive anoint. Cost me like 25 divine in a hardcore trade. So, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. It really, really helps a ton to make it all the way to the end here. If you can, please like and subscribe. It helps the algorithms and everything like that. Helps me grow. I'm looking to just do these kind of builds every league. I only play in hardcore or hardcore SSF, so you'll always find that doing that. But all of my videos should be relatable to softcore as well, trade or SSF. I also like to do a lot of niche builds in hardcore and make things that shouldn't work. So if you're into that, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much.